Hey, my YouTube family, Wadiegu. Wadiegu. This world is omirimirios. It's strange. Every day we wake up with one news or the other. This is Everyday Family TV, and I'm still your girl, Amoge George. I know it's been a while that I posted on YouTube, and that's because I have been very busy. I am here now. I'm making this video because I have a lot in my chest, my mind, that I want to let out. We are living in a very strange world. What, what is happening? What is happening for crying out loud? Why are these men killing us? Why are these men killing us? What have we done wrong? What have we done wrong for crying out loud? Men, you forget that if not for we, you won't even be existing. There won't be anything like you. It is a woman who gives birth to both women and men. Why are you killing us? Why wasting the life of young, promising women? This is so sad. I have been heartbroken since Saturday. I'm just imagining the poor children that this woman left behind. Women, I am here to talk to you. This video is for women like me. Please, I'm not here to, to insult anyone. I'm not here to bring anyone down. I'm here to let women to have sense. Women, how long are you going to be in that toxic marriage? The man beats you every day. Okay, it's not every day. Because some of you will say, I'm okay, it's not every day. It's once in a while. Oh, fine. He beats you once in a week. He slaps you. He disregards you before your friends. Because it's like most of we women, we don't even know what abuse is. We think it's only when the man lifts his hands to strike or hit or beat you or hit you with an object that is abuse. There's something that is called verbal abuse when the man is constantly bringing you down with his mouth. There's something we call emotional abuse. He's not beating you, but he taunts you. He makes you feel more like an animal than a human being that you are. There's something we call psychological abuse. He abuses you mentally. He doesn't allow you concentrate. You're in your place of work, you can't concentrate. You are in the kitchen, you forget that you're cooking and your food gets burnt. All this and many more, we don't know. A lot of women are going through. Yet, you still remain in that marriage. Even as I'm talking, as I'm speaking right now, there are women being abused at this moment. Some were abused yesterday. Even after they heard what happened to this beautiful Ekwueme singer, late Mrs. Nwachukwu. Even with the news trending, some women are still, I will die for this marriage. What is the problem? Marriage is not a do or die affair now. It's not a do or die affair, my sister. Why allow the man to be beating you? Why allow the abuse? Okay, I understand. You are probably afraid of what your neighbors will say, Abi, or your church members, or maybe even the world. If you are known, if you are a popular person like the late Mrs. Nwachukwu, I'm sure she must have been wondering. She must have been thinking, what would people say? A gospel singer like me, known all over the world. Then the next thing they will hear is that my marriage crashed. I'm sure she imagined the caption. Famous, beautiful, lovely, gospel singer, marriage crashes. But one thing that she forgot, I know it is not good to blame the dead, but I am saying this so that a lot of we women can learn lessons. One thing that she forgot is that the gossip, or rather the talks that she was avoiding would eventually be talked. That is what we are talking about now. She didn't want people to know that she was not enjoying her marriage. She was facing crisis. She was being abused because she wanted it to work. She didn't want the embarrassment. That is what is happening right now. But the unfortunate thing is that it is happening in a very sad way. Women, you forget that the longest that your marriage discussion would last would be 3 months. Too long, 3 months. It will fizzle out. Something else will start trending. And you will still be here. You will still be here living your God-given life. You're living out your purpose. You will still be here for your children. This is one thing that so many women forget. You will still be here. Your story would have, been forgotten, and somebody else's will start trending. That is if you are a celebrity, if you are known. But if you are not known, you are like me, that nobody knows us. And you are still thinking what your neighbors will say. You're still thinking what your church members will say. You're still thinking what your friends will say. Sweetheart, you don't have any excuse to still be in that marriage. Please, separate for a while. I know God hates divorce. I'm a lover of God. Like, I love my God. But I know he does not hate separation. Like, I proved that to you. He said it clearly in the word. He said, even when a man and a woman wants to fast, they should separate. He mentions separation. He doesn't like divorce, yes. That's if it hasn't gotten to life-threatening. But he doesn't hate separation. I do not know why you would choose to remain in a marriage, even a relationship. Because I'm not talking to women alone. I'm talking to even young women who are about to get into marriage. That guy has started beating you. He has started talking down on you. He has started making you feel less a human being. He disregards you before his friends. He's not proud of you. He doesn't show you off. He doesn't respect you. He doesn't speak well of you. He doesn't discuss your future with you, your purpose with you. And you're still in the relationship, hoping to even walk down the aisle with him. Like, seriously? Are you for real? You mean you want to go through that? You mean you want to walk down the aisle with such a man? You don't need him. You are too valuable to be abused. I'm not saying that my marriage is perfect. But believe you me, I've had crises. I've had challenges in my own marriage that I escalated. You see, the problem that we women, is that even when we don't want to walk away, we don't want to escalate it. We're hiding it. We're covering it. We don't want our parents to know. We don't want our siblings to know. We don't want our family members to know. Especially if, we are held high in our families or in the society. So we don't want people to know what we're going through. We hide it. My dear, if you love your marriage so much that you don't want to leave, then make a big deal of the challenges. Gone were those days when they tell you, don't let anybody know, don't bring third party. You see, pastors can preach that to you, but you are the one who is wearing the shoes and you know where it pinches. And like William Ojemba said, he said, if you are in a church where your pastor is telling you not to leave your marriage because your husband is beating you, constantly abusing you, he said that it is about time you changed church. Because it's not your pastor that is being beaten, it is you. It is not even your pastor's wife that is being beaten, it is you. And now let me burst your bubbles. You'll be so surprised that even your pastor is going through challenges in his own marriage. So there is no perfect marriage anywhere, my dear. You don't have to be in a toxic one. You don't have to be in the one where you don't, it's not like a home for you. You don't have a say. I heard the man was the one controlling her finances. So you see, it's not like she wasn't even submissive because my husband does not control my finances. So we discuss my finances. We discuss our finances. We talk how to spend our money. But this man, her husband, was the one that controls the finances. So I heard. He was the one who discusses deals for her. Like when she has ministrations to make, he's the one who negotiates with the clients on her behalf. She collects the money on her behalf. She spends it. He collects the money on her behalf. He dictates how it is spent. We saw a screenshot of a conversation with a friend who, when she wanted to, make another music video, telling the friend that she didn't want her husband to know about that particular because she wants to keep the money to herself. Come on. We are blaming her now, but a lot of us are in that kind of marriage. And we are still sitting down there. We are not speaking out. We hear that women are constantly killed every day and we don't care. Even if you don't love yourself, women, don't forget there are people who love you. Don't forget you have families who care about you. Don't forget you have children. Don't forget all of this. Because I know that one thing that an abuser will do is to kill your self-esteem. An abuser will make you feel less a human being. Yes, that husband who abuses you, that you think that the reason he always beats you or insults you or talks down at you is because he loves you. He doesn't like people around me. He doesn't like me, He says I'm his best friend. So whenever he sees me around people, he gets angry, like you're for real. Like you're for real. He doesn't support you. Even if when he supports is domineering, and you're still there. Doing what? You don't want to make God angry. You are making God angry. Because if you allow him to kill you and you don't fulfill the purpose for which God has created you, God is going to be angry with you. So you see why you should, leave that environment for a while. Go to somewhere you can have your mental state balanced. Go to somewhere you can think straight. I learned a lot of friends encourage her to come out. I'm sure they didn't encourage her or they didn't advise her to leave her marriage entirely. I heard that one even told her and she said she should help speak to her pastor. That means her pastor was not even aware. All right, okay, her pastor was aware, but probably her pastor was the one telling her, I don't know. This is what I am thinking right now. Her pastor probably was the one telling her to keep making it work. You see, there is a point you would exhaust your strength. Then you allow God to come in. And that's the point you need a work. You even need a serene environment to pray. I understand. You're a child of God. You know God hates divorce. You want to make your marriage work. I understand. But don't forget that you need a more conducive environment where you can be able to pray well. Because you can't be in an environment where you're bitter. Then you're praying. You can't be in an environment where you're always crying. You're unhappy. You are scared. Once you hear the doorbell, you hear the doorbell, you're scared. You jump up. You don't need such environment. You don't. You need a safe place to be able to commune with your God and fulfill your purpose. You see, sometimes separation helps the two parties involved, to decide if they still want the marriage or to look at the things that probably must have been causing the friction in their marriages. Separation helps to that. But when you're afraid of leaving, because you're afraid some women may come in and take your position, or you're afraid that what will become of your children, a lot of things that we women are always afraid. That's why we don't want to leave the marriage. No. Come out first. When you have come out, then you can now start thinking straight. I'm sure if she had separated, she would still be here. The last song she released, when I listened to it, I now know why that song. If you listen to that song, you find out that she was already exhausted, like she was already tired. Because she was telling God that you are my strength. Women, mothers, wives, please. Don't, for the sake of love, stay in a marriage where you will be killed. Your children will not forgive you. You would put your family in everlasting torment. You will put your children in everlasting embarrassment. Because even if the children, even if they lie to the children, if family members, for instance, lie to the children of this woman that just died about their mother's death, they will find out from the social media. In 10 years to come, in 20 years to come, the stigma is still there. The embarrassment is still there. The hurt is still there. The pain is still there. Please, I am begging every woman watching me, wherever you might have, you may have been watching me from, please walk away from every toxic marriage. Walk away from every relationship that causes you heartache, that has given you BP. A lot of women are hypertensive today because of their marriages. Don't let it get to that point. Don't let one man somewhere who is suffering from low self-esteem or complex issues or ego issues to kill you for your parents. Don't forget that you were first created as a human being, as a person, before you became a wife and a mother. Don't forget what the Bible says about yourself. The Bible says that you love yourself, your neighbor, as you love yourself. That means the love should come to you first before someone else. Don't love your husband more than you love yourself. When I say this, people say I'm selfish. Don't love your husband more than you love yourself. When we're encouraged to be selfless, that's not what the Bible is describing. Don't even love your children more than you love yourself. You come first. Everybody knows I come first. Yes. I come first. I love myself first. I think about my well-being first. Before thinking about my husband, before thinking about my children. Please, mothers, stop allowing these men kill us. Say no to domestic violence. And I pray that Mrs. Nwachukwu would get justice. I pray. I'm sure that is the only way her children, her family will be at peace. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click on the notification bell, and remember to like and share this video so that when I upload a new video, you will be the first to be notified. Until then, this is Everyday Family TV, and I'm your girl, Amoge George. Thank you.